S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you.
Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Let's go. Let's do it. Mike.
Yellow. On the line, right?
Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
50, yellow.
59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check. 59. Stop your buzz.
Come on, baby.
On first down, Mahomes. And his first pass is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
QB's trash. Let's go.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
59 Mike. Check. 59. You're trash.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready. Gone. Check 53. Watch the play. Ready. Go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. A big play there from McCaffrey. 54 yards. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll drop to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Now a run with McCaffrey. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
So it's third and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. They'll look to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac. Did you trade 6s for 3s? Things are going to work out in your favor.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Watch the run, watch the run.
First and 10 at the 49.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down. Mahomes now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's first and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes now on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second down and inches. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
59, Mike to 59. I'm going to come back to you.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mecole Hardman the intended target, but it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Yellow. Mike 5'9",
Mahomes going to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On first down, Swift. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
You ain't going nowhere.
Now here's Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense, I got from
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes finding Hardman here over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Right here. We got to step it up. Mike 55. Check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes buying time to his left. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes, they complete it to Hill. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards, the final tally. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go. Hey, Ripley. 59, Mike. Check, 59. Here we go. Get that ball. Check 59.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. From a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 36. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And going deep for him. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Heavy on the edges. 15. Mike, check. 59. Yeah, that's what I do. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the kick by Butker is good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Let's go.
Number 81. A gain of 5. And a Panther first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on. You better bring.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. Newton now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a first down. This pass complete. Newton finding Wright. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Newton, his throw incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Newton now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, remember last year in Week 5, Gano was good from 63 away to beat the Giants on the final play. This not as critical of a kick or as long, but also not as successful.
You're exactly right about that. I was fortunate enough to be on the call for that game. You know, and me and my crew, we got
blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike's 54.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now it's Newton. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Armani Watts. And this one will be brought back to the 22. On 1st down, Swift. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would have...
Under a heavy rush. rush, and down he goes. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Mahomes now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big pickup of 38. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
It's our time, guys.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton, that's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
I'm trying to collect.
Here's Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 16. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Right back to him on first down. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stepped.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Davis now to return it. Great blocking, nearly sprung. 28-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't. Throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 2nd and 11. going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes. They'll buy some time right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, 57, 57.
Go, go, go. Orbit. Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. It's our field.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10.
Makes the score Chiefs 31, Panthers 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. the practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Out. Right there, 54, right there.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trey Boston. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So this one in the win column for Kansas City.